Hello everyone, Mixfant Gaming here. Welcome to my channel. Today we're back here in Mech Arena on the test server. And as you can see, we have something a little bit different here in the hangar. This is the new mech called Orion. Now what's special about this mech is if we go into the details here, you'll see that it has a Hunter's Mark damage and shield piercing damage for its cooldown. So shield piercing and what's that all about? So there's a Hunter's Mark where it says it fires a tracking flare at the enemy. If you hit it, it will apply a marked effect and a brief stasis effect, so it will slow it down somewhat. All the weapons attacks against a marked mech will count as back hits and also deal bonus damage. So no longer do you need to worry about getting kind of to the side or to the back of a mech in order to do increased damage. You can do it right to its front as long as you have marked the target. So it also has some shield piercing along with that mark. So after the Orion marks hits an enemy mech, its attacks will pierce the target's personal shield or wide shield, allowing a percentage of the damage to get through. It says here that it needs teamwork, so while the Orion fights well on its own, its abilities pair extremely well with teammates. Coordinate fire with Hunter's Mark for best results in combat. Now, I have run a couple of test games here, and the mech does quite well on its own, as that little kind of blurb stated. One thing, though, you want to be careful of is it has decent HP at max out, 106,000, but it's not a tank by any means. And I was taking a lot of damage on the test server just trying to run this. One of the downfalls about this is you want to try to use the Hunter Mark, of course, so you can get that increased bonus damage with essentially all your hits being critical back hits. However, unfortunately, that we have here is the mark transfer distance, so you have to be 30 meters or closer in order to make use of that mark effect. I personally, from some of the gameplay I've done, I think that's too short. A lot of the weapons you're going to put on these things, like for instance, me right now, I have the Disc Launcher 12s on there. And you want your mechs to be as versatile as possible. And if you're essentially restricting your ability to be within 30 meters, then it kind of limits the weapons you might want to put on it. So things like the missile racks, while they do, you can use them at good range, they are much more effective at closer ranges, because it's a lot easier to aim and hit your targets. Similar to the Zephyr and its ability, it has to be within 30 or 40 meters or so in order to activate, and then you can use things like arc torrents, missile racks, etc. on that. So it's another close in brawling type situation. Of course, you're not going to brawl with a Zephyr, but you've got to get close in enough to do so. Now, the Zephyr's ability, it actually helps that mech because it actually locks down essentially the enemy. So you can be behind cover a little bit, use your ability, and you lock them down, you go out, you unload your payload, and you get behind cover if you don't happen to kill the mech. This one, unfortunately, you don't have a shield on the Orion. You don't have the ability to lock down the target. So once you step out, you are vulnerable to enemy fire. And if you want to use your mark, you have to be within 30 meters range, which means, excuse me, which means if you happen to be, for instance, going against a surge or a kill shot, they're going to be able to easily get in on you and likely kill you before you can actually get your entire payload off. Similarly, if you happen to go against a Zephyr, you can use your ability, you come out, and then all of a sudden they lock you down, and then you're basically easy pickings. The difference between this and the Zephyr is the Zephyr has an additional implant that lets you increase the range of its ability. So not only are you restricted on the Zephyr from like about 30 or 40 meters, I can't remember what really is. But actually, let's go check since I actually have the Zephyr here in my hangar. So we look at the Zephyr here. It's, where is it here? The distance. Oh, 30 meters. Okay, so it's just the same range as the Orion. But it has an implant that if you max out the legendary implant for it, or epic implant, I can't remember which version it is, but it can extend almost up to like 60 meters or so. This one, the Orion, unfortunately, it does not have an equivalent implant. So you can't, at least currently right now, you can't increase the range of its markability, which, I think this mech actually really needs an increase to it. So if they had that implant, I would say it is kind of a must-have for this particular mech. But unfortunately, they don't have it right now, at least on the test server. That's not saying that they won't have it when this goes live. A lot of times we get things on the test server and it's not fully thought out yet. We don't have all the implants available. We have some, but there's been situations where we've gone into live server and the numbers for the mechs have changed, or the weapons, or they've been more implants added into the live server than there were in the test server. So just take what we have here on the test server as a grain of salt. So with that being said, let's just hop into battle here and see how we can do. I'm going to try to play a little bit more cautious than what my practice rounds have been. I pretty much went directly into the enemy AI, and I really got smothered here in the first couple of games, just because in previous versions of the test server, the AIs were completely stupid, and you could basically just walk right into them and blow them to smithereens. It seems like they've definitely upped the difficulty level of the AIs this time around, so I have to play it a little bit more cautiously, a little bit more like I would on the live server. So that being said, let's hop into a game here. And again, I have to remember that I've got to get within 30 meters of range to use this mark ability. So we're going to drop into it here, go on off up here, and let's see what we can do. So I'm going to kind of hug this right-hand side here a little bit more, so I can hit this guy, but again, he's not in my range. I have to have a line of sight. I can not mark him, and I'm going to pretty much get roasted here. Come on, get my ability off there. Okay, got him. So, and the unfortunate thing about the mark is you have to be in line of sight, and the flare has to be able to actually hit the target. So, I'm going to try. Oh, I couldn't. I was out of ammo. All right, that's fine. Get that around there. Okay, so you have an Ares here. I'm just hitting him from the back so I can take him out that way. So I want to try and show this mark ability again, but again, I've got it within 30 meters. And it's not as easy as it sounds. Alright, so going up here. Okay, so let's throw that down. There, I'm marking. You see that little kind of death face on him? Go back and around here a little bit more. Try to get him. There we go. Now let's get my reload going. So we have somebody right here. Throw that there. Oh! This is what I was talking about earlier about if you go against a surge or a kill shot and you're trying to use the mark ability, you're now within the range of that particular mech. And see, there's a kill shot right there. If I go to use my mark ability, I'm not going to hit him. Oh, I did hit him, but he was over 30 meters away. Okay, now I'm confused. Because the stats clearly said 30 meters. So can I hit? Oh, I wanted to see if I would hit him at like 50 meters. Maybe you have to be at least 30 meters, and not below it. I don't know. Now I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna do some experimentation here. So he's at 75 meters, and I hit him. I hit him at 75 meters. You can see that little death face there. Interesting. Okay, so I thought I'd be able to curve that around there. Now, do I really need a line of sight, or will it curve? Okay, let's see. It curved. Did you see that curve? Okay, now I don't really. I thought it had to be a direct line of sight. And I hit. Oh, I didn't mean to use my ability, but I somehow hit him anyways. Huh. Okay, well, let's see what else we can do. Can I hit him from this far away? No. Okay, but he was also behind cover, so. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Will it go through a shield? It will go through a shield. Okay. Interesting. So the mark ability itself will A shield will not block the mark ability. Okay, well this is kind of interesting. Ooh, no, I don't want that. Throw that through there. Nah. Oops. He can hit me. Alright, so throw this in there. Okay, so 16 seconds. I want to see if I can hit somebody. Can I hit him? Okay, well I hit him there. Alright. Warby wasn't the guy I was originally aiming for, but I'll take it. So you don't have to be within 30 meters. I kind of wanted to see if I got closer than 30 meters, if it would still work.
You have won the match.
All right, so let's. I know it's getting a little bit long in the video. It's longer than I really wanted it to be, but I'm going to hop into one more game. I'm going to see if I can get closer than 30 meters, and see if maybe 30 meters is a minimum distance that you have to be away from a target. Because obviously I can mark enemies beyond 30 meters. Alright, so let's just go, let's hop right back into another 5v5 deathmatch here. And we'll see if we can get in a situation where we're within, 20 meters or thereabouts, and see if I can still mark the target or not. I'm really confused now about the stats. The stats clearly said that it was 30 meters. So, I'm not sure. I'm confused. All right, so let's try this again here. All right, so this is a little bit better map. I should be able to get within 20, 30 meters of a target. I've just got to be cautious now because the AIs are not as stupid as they were in the past. And I find that the second I go to expose myself, just like on the live server, the AIs tend to target me over the other... Okay, so he's less than... Where is he? Oh, I just got Zephyr. Or Surged, I guess I should say. Okay, come on. Okay, so... Come on. So he's... Nope. Under 30 meters, I can still hit him too. Alright, so I'm just confused now. Alright, so let's back on off here. Okay, so my ability missed him. Okay, get in there. Alright, so go back down here. I'm already lost half of my health. Alright, throw that mark through there. And I don't know if it looked like I hit him, but I didn't see the icon. Alright, so get him there before he surges in on me. Okay, so he didn't get hit there. Okay, now I don't know what's going on. Alright, so throw that up there. Okay, so he got hit. Interesting. I really don't know what to make of it, to be honest. I don't know what that 30 meters means. Throw that in there. And no, I didn't hit him. I've seen that mark curve before. I've seen it kind of go up and down, and sometimes it seems to go around structures, and sometimes it doesn't. All right, so throw that up. Can I throw that up there? No, so that hit the little ledge there. All right. Okay, let's try this again and see what we can do. I'm really not sure how this is exactly supposed to work. I don't have any implants that increase the range of it, so I'm not sure really what that 30 meters actually means. I hit him at 100 meters range with that mark. Okay, so there's a target over here. Oh, I'm out of ammo. Okay, Surge coming in here. Get him. Come on, I wanted that guy down there. Oh, how did I... Oh, did I maybe accidentally hit my button? No. That was a mistake there. Okay, so... Hit him. Nope. That mark really didn't hit him there. Okay, I want to... Come on, expose yourself a little bit more. Let's throw that in there. No, he didn't get hit by that either. odd. Very odd. So throw that in there. Yeah, okay, he got hit that time. Nice. Got the double kill there.
Humiliation.
And what we have over there. Ah. Now, why is... Oh, that's right. They I forgot. Yeah, they buffed the Surge so that after it uses his ability, it's in stealth.
Smackdown.
I forgot about that. That explains why I couldn't hit the Surges afterwards. Alright, so throw that down there, hit him. You see he got a little stasis effect as well, so we slowed down a little bit.
Humiliation.
Okay, got him, alright. And, no, I'm not going to get another one off.
You have won the match.
Okay, well, we'll call that a video. Again, I'm going to have to play with this a little bit more to see if I can figure out what's going on. Because that stat of 30 meters, it's not making any sense. I've inflicted that mark upon enemy mechs that are below 30 meters, and I've also done it above 30 meters. You know, the maximum distance that I've done in that last game there was one at 100 meters. So I don't know really what this stat here means. Mark transfer distance. To me, that sounds like that should be the maximum distance you can throw a mark down. But I was doing it well beyond that. So I don't know if maybe there's a bug or maybe there's a typo here about the distance. I guess we really won't know until this drops on the live server. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. And until next time, cause some mayhem in the field for me.